Happy Saturday morning, y'all. What'd you think of that setup? 10-15 minutes we had it set up, and I can see where there's things I need to add for next month's event. I need to look for some skirts for the two little tables we have. They're 6-foot tables to hide all of our overflow so it's easier to stock. Our little machine, little thing here, I forget what square is what it's called. It offers different payment methods. I didn't think about it. It's a peel and stick, so I'll get a little plaque or something and stick that to it so the wind doesn't blow it. Right now it's kind of blowing off, but I'll have to modify that so it's visible to the eye, that we do offer card payments. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. I will add some things for next month's booth, but definitely need two skirts. That was a great idea that one of you guys had, I can't remember, to be able to just, hide everything. So I think we're set and ready. Just see how this goes. But I'm gonna set you on the tripod, and then throughout the day, I'll just have the grandson turn the phone on, film, turn the phone off. There may be music, so I'll have to work with that, guys. I may have to add some kind of cheesy YouTube music, but that's okay. But there's probably going to be a little music here. A lot of vendors are setting up. There's some food trucks. It's not going to be massive traffic, but I'm enjoying the thought of small booth, small traffic, because it allows me to learn, take my time using the new reader, and just kind of getting a feel of everything. So I'm glad that I chose this event to really learn, and that's what I'm doing today. It's all about learning, but it's also all about enjoying the experience, enjoying the journey of this new chapter that I'm attempting to test the waters on. And so far, the people have been amazing. So, yeah, the morning has started off good. So, wish us luck, and I'll hook y'all up and let y'all see how the day goes. Well, I made it back alive. We just got through pretty much unpacking. So I want to take y'all through the first 3 minutes of the video and then let you know what I learned. And we'll just go through all the details. But in the video, you saw at the beginning where I set up. Then you saw a picture of a young lady and I. She was my first customer. Her and her husband are truck drivers. She retired a year ago and decided to go on the road, empty nesters, with her husband that's been a truck driver for many years. And she said it's been the best year of her life. Well, she was looking at the spices, and we got to talking about how she's went from the East Coast to the West Coast and just seeing the beauty. And, it validated at that moment with me because, see, it's all about the journey. It's not, okay, I'm headed here. It's about from the start to the stop in life and that journey. And we must pause and really see the beauty that is surrounding us. And I had to give her a hug, and I said, can we have a picture together? And she said, sure, because she was describing from the beauty of, I believe it was upstate New York, Florida. She mentioned Colorado, I believe Utah. There was quite a few, but she could see beauty within every state that they have traveled this year. And she cooks in a little area on their 18-wheeler. So they were parked over at a big truck stop that we were adjacent to. And so it was very pleasing for my first customer that I could connect to that really sees life as Buddy and I. So then it got time. She did purchase 3 or 4 of my blends. And I did set, by the way, I had testers for all the salves, and I did offer testers for all the blends where they could flip top, and everybody just automatically shook it in their hand and tasted. And I had rave reviews. Everyone that did come by the booth purchased. But it got time to pay. And y'all know I have that little square. I called it something else yesterday or the other day, but it's called a square. And I said, you're going to be my first customer using this. And she says, okay. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but okay. So I get to my phone because I watched a video and I had everything in there. So you just click and add to cart. So then it come time to pay because it's like Bluetooth to my phone or something. And she said, okay, Lippy, I'm fixing to blow your mind. I thought, uh-oh, what's she going to do? And she took her card, or was it her phone? I think it was her card. And she just touched it and pulled back, and all of a sudden things started happening on my phone. I said, oh, Lord. I said, what did you do? And so she starts trying to explain it to me. I said, do I have that? Y'all, she took my phone, and we was side by side, and she went to my phone and helped me figure out what she just done, because she said, a lot of your young customers pay with a phone or just touch it with a card. They don't actually insert. So she walked me through her own cell on the phone, and then I turned the phone around because it offers an email or a text message receipt, and then that person can punch in their phone number, and it can either save for me for my contacts or not save, which none of them saved, and I get that for the privacy. So it was like, bam, she got her receipt. I said, now that's some cool stuff, y'all. So then I was like, hot dog, I got this. So then we got to talking. There was some music playing. And we did just one little clip because, guys, it was very small. It was the first event, and I didn't know that, of an 8-week event. And it's every other Saturday. Free to set up. So they gave me my own little spot, which was in a perfect area. So we got that done. But y'all saw the picture of a string, an orange string tied to my mirror, my side mirror. That's because my little tent, yeah, we had a little wind today, and it wasn't much wind. And it was blowing it up. But he said, oh no, what we going to do? So he run to the hardware. He got some rope, and he tied it to the car. We was good then. We was good. And then, let's see. Oh, I'm going to have to get table skirts, because all the overflow, they was just kind of sitting there in the open. So I'm going to have to get table skirts. Yes. So you saw a picture of her. You saw our second customers. Y'all, we spent the whole time talking. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't even thinking about filming. I did catch that because the people were so amazing. And the other vendors are from my area, so I got to meet some great people. And one lady has wreaths. And we got to talking, and she's from an area that Buddy's from, and he years ago worked with her brother. And it was like, wow. So, y'all, it was really an all-day event of just really getting to know each other and fellowshipping. And I'm going to tell you, I had a blast. So, I got my feet wet. We did time ourselves. It took us 11 minutes to set up. Great. 15 minutes to tear down. But how I put things in the tote was backwards. So now I know that the first thing in top of the tote should be the tablecloths. That should come first, and so on. So I learned that. I also know that I didn't need to take every tote for every seasoning, because the totes that I have, that as I mix and I store them, they're in a, they have a seal, and they have 6 snaps, to protect the seasoning. But as deep as they are, I will be able to take 2 instead of 5. So that's going to also shorten our, having to load so much, because we were packed full, and I have an SUV. So we learned that. Here's the funniest part. Y'all know my cute little chalkboard that I had, I was like. And it has little legs, but they don't hook. You just set it on there. Well, the wind kept blowing it and blowing it. And so then we turned it sideways and to keep the wind from blowing. So we get home, and it's sitting right over there. And Buddy said, I'm going to have to modify this so, it don't flip off the legs. And he picked it up, y'all. He said, lips? I said, what? He said, honey, it's upside down. I said, what you talk about? He said, it's up. Siri was trying to talk to me. We told her goodnight. I said, what you mean it's upside down? He said, well, there's magnets on the back. And those metal legs, he said, watch this. And he turned my sign around. He put them legs on, they boop. I said, Lord, look at that. So now I got to, and my board looked really good. So I got to dry erase it and rewrite everything. So I took a picture, because I may forget, So I took a picture. I'll fix on that between now and the next event. Also, while we were there, we got to meet a hot dog vendor. Let me tell y'all, she's using local farm-raised hot dog weenies. And I didn't know that there was an actual beef farm about 4 miles from here, and you can buy any cut of meat, whatever. So it's right here local. That's a plus. You know what's in it. So we each got a dog. That's the best dog we ever ate, I'm telling you. So then her and the man next to us, awesome gentleman, he had, like, my nose itching, jams and jellies and relish, things like that. So he'd come to the booth. He bought 2 of the pork and goodies. That's the best he ever had. Well, which made me feel good. So then we got to talking. They said, why don't you come to our local farmers market / festival in town at the park. It's every Thursday from 4 to 8. Local residents in the parish, which I am, it's free to set up. And we're trying to, it started last year, and they're building on it this year. I said, well, who do I talk to? So she took my phone, and we become friends on Facebook, and then she messaged me the person I need to contact. So it won't be a booth fee, and I think that's going to be fun, because there again, I get to meet more people in my community, that you want to get to know. So, and they said, we look, so obviously they've started, they're the seniors from last year, and they said they look forward to having me as one of the vendors. So I'm going to do that on Thursdays. Maybe not every Thursday, but I'm going to try, because now that I realized I brought way too much, and I know about what to bring, so it's going to be so much easier. And what I'm thinking about doing is making more seasonings, mixing them, labeling them, and go ahead and get my totes ready and set to the side here. And that way I'm not packing every week. I just grab the totes, or as I sell, replenish those. I'll still have my tables set up, packed, and 2-3 totes, boom, and leave the pop-up tent, available with our little bag chairs. Easy peasy. I actually told Bud just to leave my 2 little folding tables, because they lay flat in the back, because we don't use the 3rd row. If we did, it would be the whole family going somewhere. So go ahead and leave them. That's not affecting anything. So just leave those in the car. It makes it easier. So we'll have to work around his schedule, but I think I'm going to do the Thursdays just for nothing more than the fellowship. But I did sell to everyone that came by. But now, y'all want another funny? Towards the end, a beautiful lady and an elderly man, we had the best conversation. Well, she asked me, could I break a large bill? I said, no, ma'am. Which I did bring, not changes in coins, but changes in small bills. 1s, 5s, and 10s. But everybody was playing with a card. So I said, no, ma'am. Do you take a card? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, okay. So she pulls it out, and we tried like 3 or 4 times, and it wouldn't work. So she said, let me see something. And she looked. She says, oh, I'm not Apple Paying. I'm over here. And I was like, what? So she taught me something, because there's 2. If you're going to insert the card, you hit where the white button is. If it's just a scan like the first lady did, it's the blue button. And I thought they were all blue buttons. So I gave her a lip balm and a hug, and I was like, thank you. So really and truly, not only the ones that stopped in at the farmer's market is what it was called, also the other 5 or 6 booths that was there, and the food trucks actually came, welcomed us, taught us some stuff. And really my takeaway was I had the best day learning. That's really the takeaway, is I listened, I fellowshipped, we came together, and I was very honest. I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use this, because the key to any relationship is honesty and admitting when you don't know something, not in a dummy down way, but saying, this is my first time to use this machine, so bear with me. And it was like, cool. So, yeah, my takeaway was fantastic. And people liked my products, and that really made me feel good. So, yeah, today was a good day, but I'm sorry that I didn't film more. But with music, and then I would have to add music. And every time I would think about it, because I had the camera sitting there, it was too late. So, plus privacy with people. But I did get to share a few clips. But I made a new friend. If you're watching, I know where you're headed. And share some pictures with me. Share some pictures. Let me travel with y'all. So, yeah, guys, I'm full of smiles. My heart is full. And I got to meet some of my community. And that's really what it's all about. Oh, but I guess what I did buy? I bought some Mayhaw jelly from my neighbor, which I'm calling him my neighbor because I'm going to set up by him every time. So this is cool. So I bought some Mayhaw jelly. Can't wait to try it, because we don't have any Mayhaws. And yeah, this was just a good day. So the journey to this new chapter is 2 thumbs up is all I can say. And Cameron had a ball. Cameron actually was our cashier. Yes, he was. Did pretty good with the money and counting. No calculator. So, yeah. So we all got to learn something. And he's going to, anytime he's available, he's going to come help with it. He did so good. And he got paid. So he made him some money today, too. So, yeah, it was good. Tomorrow is Sunday. I think we're just going to catch up on family. Monday morning, of course, I'm hoping I can film some of it, at least the car ride. Y'all, it's grandparents' breakfast morning, and I'm going to have breakfast with Mo. And most of you know Mighty Mo from Mo. So he gave me his menu, so I got to stop, pick breakfast. I get to have breakfast with him at school. I got to leave at 6 o'clock Monday morning to drive there. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Monday we'll do a video together. Don't know what it's going to be, but y'all know Lippy. I just flip the camera on, and whatever I'm doing, I just share it. It's just life. Just simple life. So hope your Saturday's going well. I wish you a blessed Sunday. And as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I'll see you on the next one. Guys, thank you. I don't think I could have done it without y'all's input. you mean this much to me. Later.